Is a ninth grade intro to painting lesson. We're studying cubism in this lesson. We're also studying the monochromatic color scheme. We've been looking at different examples of Pablo Picasso's artwork. We've been exploring how his artwork affects us and how our cubist artwork that we create can affect the person that is viewing it. So we're focusing on composition, color, and an artist.
All right, those are seems the main content. Which conceptual lens that you have chosen for this unit?
I've chosen to focus on artistic impact. I'm really trying to get students to look at art in a different way, how art affects them, and also how they can use visual art to affect other people. So artistic impact.
Okay. First, I would like to see, maybe your personal reflection, how you have used the teacher practice profile and set your personal goals, professional learning goals. What have you been working on?
I've been working on, first of all, learning targets, making sure that they're clear, students can understand them, and making sure that they can retell them to me or whoever else comes in the room. Also been working on how can I implement examples and non-examples, and asking myself, when is it appropriate to show an example and maybe not a non-example? So I've been kind of working on those things. What works the best for kids in their learning, and also effective feedback, just being very aware of what I'm saying to students and how it can help them improve in their artwork.
What would be a good way of using example in art teaching then?
When I'm talking about craftsmanship, I think that's the best time to show really good examples of how to use your pencil effectively, how to mix paint effectively, and it gives them a context of what is she looking for from me.
This particular lesson, what are some of the success criteria you really wanted to focus on?
I broke down my success criteria kind of like a step-by-step checklist kind of thing for them to look back to. Is they couldn't really move on to the next thing unless they completed the first task. And for this lesson, the success criteria was, first of all, doing quality sketches. And I think that's the hardest one for them to go through, because they just want to go and get done, but constantly revisiting what makes this good, what makes this quality, what else can I add to it, was one of the most important success criteria for this lesson.
I see.
I think for me, stretching farther is thinking, how can students take this creative learning, creative thinking outside of the art room? How can they apply it to be successful in a math classroom or a language arts classroom? Because a lot of students maybe aren't successful in those settings. How can they take things from the art room with them into other classes?
Do you have ideas how you make it happen?
I'm trying. That's one of my things where I'm just starting to kind of think about.
Okay.
So I'm not quite there yet.
It's just started emerging.
Yes.
And that would take some hard work to do, isn't it? Because
absolutely.
That is not something you can teach just this lesson. You really are talking about how to help kids to
think
generate.
It's helpful. I had been giving effective feedback before, but now I'm very aware of how powerful my words are that I say to students when I'm giving them feedback. And is what I'm saying leading them to where I want them to go or where they want to go? I just feel that focusing on the improvement part of it, how can their work improve based on what I'm saying, is probably the most
And you have seen
thing.
success in students' work.
Absolutely.
Because
yes.
of that.
Yes.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that you just become, maybe you were doing a lot of great things, like many of our teachers are doing that, but you become more conscious about your decisions.
And my consciousness, I think, has also improved my feedback and the other strategies as well.
Gotcha.